Hello everyone, Cy Fisher here with another tech training tutorial for real estate agents. Today we're going to be working in TransactionDesk. We're going to be working with the slicer tool and the merge function. There's a lot of good reasons you want to know how to use these tools. One example would be when you get your preliminary title back from for a transaction. Usually it's a multi-page document. In a lot of cases you want to extract a single page, the legal description, and turn that into its own document. That's a one-page document. Well, I'm going to show you how to do that today. Another good example for the tools that we're going to be focusing on today, another good use for them, I should say, is if you're creating an offer that you're going to be sending to the listing broker and or seller. A lot of times you're going to have multiple contracts. Well, we can use the merge function to change those individual PDFs into one document that you can then just send over to the listing broker or seller. So let's get right into it. Here I am at the agent dashboard in TransactionDesk. I'm going to go ahead and go into my test transaction, open that up. I'm going to move the video so I can see the side menu, and then I'm going to go into documents. So the first example is going to be with the slicer tool. I don't want to use an actual preliminary title that has sensitive information, so we're just going to use the law of agency pamphlet. So most of you are familiar with this. It's a 6-page document. We're just going to pretend that it's a preliminary title. And let's say that the legal description is on page 4. So we actually want to go up here, select the document slicer tool. It's the page that has the 2 little pages next to it, that icon right there. Click that. It's going to open up your tool. And then we can see each page of the document. As I mentioned, page 4, we're going to pretend is the legal description that we're wanting to turn into its own document. So we'll highlight it. You can see it's highlighted. You can highlight more than one, and you can unhighlight just by clicking again. So we just want page 4. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to press save. Now it's going to give us some options. Save as means that it's going to save the selected page, as I have it checked right here. It's going to save that selected page as a new document. If I click over here and just click save, it's actually going to delete every other page in this document and just write over it as just page 4. So in this case, we don't want to do that. We want to do save as, or if you would like, maybe you want to replace another document. So say, for example, you had another document that needed to be written over with the new information. That's when you'd use that function. So today we're just going to use save as. We're going to have it selected pages checked, and we're going to go ahead and call it legal. Go ahead and press save. And it's going to give us a notification that it was saved. So now I can close out of that. I didn't make any changes to this per se. All I did was create a new document. So the original one's unchanged. So I can go ahead and hit yes. Doesn't make a difference. I can hit cancel. So now we're going to have in our folder here a document named legal. I can open that up. And as you can see, it's just page 4. So that's a good way that you can use the slicer tool. I've actually encountered people who were getting the preliminary title, printing out just the page that had the legal description, and then scanning it back into their computer in order to get it as an individual document. It's a lot of extra steps, not needed at all. Don't need to print anything. Do it all within TransactionDesk. Very, very helpful. So that's how you can use the slicer tool. You can use it for a lot of other things than just this example. You can pick multiple pages and make it its own document, as I showed. So a lot of good uses for it. The next tool we're going to check out is actually the merge tool. So in this example, we're just going to pretend these pamphlets are different addendums and a purchase and sale agreement and whatnot. Anything you want to include in your offer that you're creating and going to be sending to your listing broker, to the listing broker on the other side, or the seller, if they're not represented for some strange reason. So in order to do that, we select all the documents we're wanting to merge into one just by clicking the little check boxes. Once they're selected, you go up here to the basket, and we're going to hover over the icon so you can tell which one is which. If you forget, this one with the two little arrows in the pieces of paper is the merge tool. So that's the one we're using. I'm going to go ahead and press that, and it shows the selected documents that I have that I want to merge together. I can change the order here if I want, which is very helpful. Maybe I want my purchase and sale agreement on the top. Arrange them any way that you'd like. You can change the document name. So I could say offer to seller. And then I can go ahead and press merge documents. Merge complete. All right, so I can close that out. And now, as you can see, the original documents are actually still here as original documents, which is handy if you want to go back and edit them and then remerge. It doesn't actually delete or change those. So if you go back to the main document area, you'll see my new document, offer to seller. Let's go ahead and open it up. And you can see it's 19 pages long because it took all of those individual PDFs that were each in their own multiple page documents and put them all into one. So there's our offer. We can check here, open up our basket, actually still have all those other documents selected. So I want to remove those before sending the offer via email to the seller or listing broker. So there's my offer, all one file, nice and easy. Can send it directly via email within TransactionDesk. Good to go. So that's one way you can use the merge function. I do kind of want to keep this a little bit short. Don't want to drone on for too long. I can go on and on about TransactionDesk. So that's going to be it for this tutorial. The next tutorial will most likely be the markup tool, which a lot of you I'm sure are familiar with. Maybe you don't know about certain specifics about it or certain functions that you can use it for. So we're going to go over that in some good detail. And I will see you guys then. Hope you enjoyed. Hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, reach out or put a comment on the video. See you guys soon.